Hi beauties, it's your girl Cindy. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another hair install. Today we're installing a hair from Westkiss Hair. A quick little inbox to show you guys what you get inside the box. You get a bonnet. This is really good because there's a lot of hair in this. You get a comb and also you get a band which helps you to kind of hold all the hair in place when you're putting in your adhesive. And the hair is a 22 inch, this one's actually 24 inch deep wave curly unit. It's full and thick. The hairline is pre-plucked. The lace is bleached. The knots are bleached, so you don't have to worry about that. And I like the fact that it comes with a band inside to help you just make sure it stays nice and secure on your head. Just giving you guys an up close look of how good the hairline is in this unit and just how thin the lace is. Just putting it on right now without cutting the lace, you can see how natural that looks. But I'm trying to get the wig nice and secure. I like the fact that the band inside and just makes it so much easier to put on. So one of the things that I really try to take my time is cutting the ear tabs, because I find that once you get the ear tabs securely in place and cut to fit in your ear, it makes the wig lay down a little bit flatter. So I really try to take my time when I'm cutting the ear tabs, and I like to use a comb to part the hair out of place to have a really clear guide of cutting the ear tabs, because once that's done, I feel like it just lays so much better. So I'm really taking my time and I'm showing you guys a slow motion of how it is when you're doing it. So I'll take my comb, I'll part it out, and I like to do it just above my ear and around my ear so that it sits and lays flat. I also like to give a little bit of a high cut, just because in case I need that extra lace to pull the hair down when I'm applying any adhesive. So that's what I like to do here, and I'm just taking my time to show you guys what that process kind of looks like. But it's like key. Cutting the ear tabs is like pretty much the one thing that I feel like when I don't do it right, my wigs just don't lay as flat. So really got to take your time when you're doing this. And then next I'm going to cut the lace off. I know some people like to do the lace after they put adhesive or spray. I like to cut the lace off first, and before I even start cutting the lace, what I like to do is switch my parting, because I prefer more of a side part, especially with the curly unit. So I'm gonna do that first, and I'm taking my hot comb to try to press the hair down a little bit. The key to pressing the hair flat is to get a wax stick. I got this one from Amazon, and it's just really good to really melt and keep that hair laying flat, because I feel like once it lays flat, it looks so much better and a little bit more natural. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm really getting into the roots here to try and lay it flat. Just be careful when you're doing this so you don't burn your forehead. I think the first time I was trying to do this, I almost burned my forehead. So just really take your time. Now cutting the lace, I start first by just cutting it in the middle, and I like to work in sections. So I cut it in the middle, and because I'm right-handed, I have to go from the bottom up on my left side. So that's what I'm doing here, and I try to do zigzag motions just so it's not like a blatant clear cut up all the way up until I reach the middle part. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, but because I'm right-handed, the right side I typically just go from the top down, and I try to really make sure I'm doing that zigzag motion on the other side just to make sure it stays placed. Now this wig, I am going to use a little bit of adhesive spray. This is the Ebin one. The trick is when you're putting this on is to put a little bit on and then let it get a little tacky before you put the lace on top of it, because if you don't do that, it's going to be hard to stay in place. So let it get a little bit tacky. Now, sometimes you'll see that it's a little bit of a rippling effect or it doesn't stay in place. That's fine. I always go back and I use another spray as well, just to make sure to melt the hairline. So this is the olive oil wig grip spray that I put on top of this. And I do also like the fact that this has castor oil, so it's really just kind of helping my hairline protect the hair. So I'm going to put it right on top. The thing with this is right when you put it on, you kind of have to put the band over it because it's so watery. You don't want the wig to move out of place. So I'm going to take that band from Westkiss that comes in the box, and I'm going to put that on for about like 10 minutes. If you really want this to last, I would say do it and then kind of run some errands around the apartment, you know, clean a little bit and then come back. So now that it's set, I'm just kind of loosening up some of the areas that might be a little too sticky. But you can see, look how good that hairline looks. It looks so good. Granted, I did put a little too much. So taking my mousse, this is the Lotta Body. I love this mousse so much. I love the smell of it. And I love the fact that it just keeps the hair moisturized. So for this first look that I want to share with you guys, I'm really just putting a little bit of mousse on the areas that got puffy. But this is going to be kind of like a big fluffy look to give you guys an example of how it looks. I also do like to cut a little bit of that, what are those called, sideburns, just to help it make it look a little bit more natural. I don't really do baby hairs. I do kind of like that one to two swoops on each side of my forehead, my temple, and then I'll do the sideburns. So this is pretty much the first look. It's just straight out the box. Not a piece of the lace stuck there. This is just pretty much straight out the box, just giving you a look. All you have to do is just apply a little bit of spray if you want. And then this argan, is it argan oil? It's biotin and collagen oil that I got from Giovanni from Central Market. It smells so good and it really just makes the hair feel so smooth, so soft, especially with curly units. I feel like this is good because curly units tend to get a little bit more dry than like a straight unit, and especially since curly units shed a little bit more. But this is the look and it smells so good. It looks so nice. Really like a big fluffy look. Just giving you guys just how the curls look. The curls are absolutely amazing. They're so beautiful. Nice and deep, nice and full and thick. So this is the first look. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray lots and lots of water to give you guys a look on how it looks to have like more of a wet and wavy look. This is good too because on these days where it's really hot, I like to kind of walk around with some wet hair. Just one, it keeps me a little bit cool, and I also just like that wet and wavy look. So I did just put some water, a little bit more of that Giovanni serum, and also some more of that Lotta Body spray. So this would be the other look if you wanted to go for more of a wet and wavy type of vibe. So this is pretty much the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this install. Be sure to check the description box for all of the links to everything.